We're here today to show our support for the government of Venezuela and its president Nicolás Maduro. Over the last 5 weeks, the international media has reported on demonstrators calling for freedom, more security, and a change of government. They claim they won't leave the streets until President Maduro resigns. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to inform you that these demonstrators are wolves in sheep's skins. The so-called peaceful demonstrators are not what they appear to be. There has been 30 deaths reported thus far from these demonstrators. Most of them innocent people getting shot by these thugs when they try to clear the streets so they could return home after a working day. There was one motorcyclist who got decapitated when these thugs put a wire across the street. Another motorcyclist died when he ran into a storm drain because the thugs removed the cover. In the first 2 or 3 weeks of this peaceful, thugs burned over 40 metro buses, attacked governors' houses with rocks, and destroyed the Justice Department office in Caracas. They have kept the whole neighborhood captives where people cannot get out of their homes for fear they will be attacked by peaceful demonstrators. In some areas, these thugs are charging a toll for people to walk through. Numerous National Guards have been killed by gunshots. And just 2 days ago, they burned a university campus in Táchira that is funded by the government. Over 2,000 students attended this university, and now they can't. The U.S. government, meanwhile, continues to call these thugs peaceful demonstrators. Why do they do that? Because some of them in the government are funding these thugs. Some in the U.S. want to overthrow the Venezuelan government, just like they'd love to overthrow the Cuban government. But it's not going to happen. Why? Because we're here. The Venezuelan people will defend their government, and they are not going to allow a foreign power to dictate to do so. In Venezuela, over 2 million children have received laptops to use in their schools. In Venezuela, over 800,000 homes have been built in 2 years for the lower class. 600,000 of these have already been given out at affordable prices. In some instances, free. And these are not empty homes. No. Each one of these homes are given with stoves, refrigerators, air conditioners, washing machines. A decent home with 2 bathrooms, 2 and 3 bedrooms. And they plan to build 2 million by 2017. In Venezuela, over 60 university campuses have been built across the country to offer free education to a community that was always left out. In Venezuela, there is a cardiology hospital for children that operates on children from all over South America at no charge at all. In Venezuela and Cuba, over 2 million people have gone through eye surgery to improve, in some cases, recover their eyesight. That's right. Venezuela is the only country that requires its oil company here in the U.S. to donate 10% of its production to the poor. That's right. In order that the poor in the U.S. doesn't have to choose between buying food or heat for their homes. And we're just not going to let a bunch of thugs end all this. No. We respectfully ask all of you to contact your representative in Congress and tell them to stop funding violent demonstrators and so-called civil societies NGOs. These NGOs, all they do is conspire against the legitimate government of Venezuela. That's right. Viva Chavez! Viva Chavez! Viva Maduro! Viva Maduro! Viva Venezuela! Viva Venezuela!
Why are they talking about Venezuela? Because Venezuela has oil and Venezuela has natural resources that the U.S. government wants. That is basically why. We are here standing to defend the democratically elected government of President Nicolás Maduro. We stand for democracy, and we demand that there is respect for the Venezuelan sovereignty and the Venezuelan people. We, as Latin Americans, unite together to defend the right to sovereignty. The U.S. has no business whatsoever going to other countries. Venezuelan issues are for the Venezuelan people. We stand together, we're all Venezuelans, even though if they're in the opposition, even though if they're not with us. We stand with the democracy of Venezuela. My friends on the other side, don't get tricked. That's how it starts. That's how it happened in Chile. That's how it happened in Nicaragua. That's what they're trying to do to Venezuela. I recommend that stop watching CNN, stop watching CNBC, stop watching Globovisión. Try to watch the other sources and get together with the people. If they're trying to divide us, that's the first step to building an anti-democratic government. Let's stay together and defend democracy. Y viva Chávez! Y viva Nicolás Maduro!
Meddling in other countries. We are against the war on terror, the general endless wars of this country, and our government influence all around the world, which is practically every time on the wrong side. Thank you.
Chávez vive, Maduro sigue.
Chávez vive, Maduro sigue.
Y duro. Somos millones, cuenta los pies.
No somos uno, no somos 10.
Somos millones, cuenta los pies.
El pueblo
Unido jamás será vencido.
el pueblo,
Unido jamás será vencido.
the people, united,
We'll never be defeated.
the people.
United will never be defeated.
A Colombian writer who recently said that Venezuela is the only country in the world where the rich protest and the poor celebrate. Also, Oliver Stone recently said, as an answer to insults by the opposition, that he had never ever seen such vile and aggressive people as the Venezuelan opposition.
¡Revolución venezolana!
No vas a rezar, hacen falta muchas cosas para conseguir la paz. No vas a rezar, hacen falta muchas cosas para conseguir la paz. Y rezan de buena fe, y rezan con devoción, pero también reza el piloto cuando se monta el avión para ir a bombardear.